seem crazy or stupid to you. But I think the only main reason why, I teach people how to invest in real estate for financial independence, but I'm like, you know what's even more important than that? Your health. And so I like lifting weights, love getting out 5 days a week. And so today is day 71. My goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this for 71 days straight, or 5 days a week. But I'm going to be doing this for an entire year. I have until, I think, December of, let me get the camera fixed. There we go. Sorry, there's somebody right on the thing. There we go, that's a little better. But day 71. So I don't want you to go watch the day 70. Oh, I was terrible. I don't know what was going on. So it was supposed to be a heavy 1 rep max day, which this Saturday coming up is the max day. So it's like, if you're having a competition, you would normally prepare the week before, get to a heavy 1 rep. But my heavy 1 rep was like 10%, 15% off of what I should normally do. I mean, it was maybe even 20% off. It was so terribly pathetic. And I was like, what is going on with my body? Oh well. So hopefully today is gonna be a good day, and this entire week, it's different than normal. You're really prepared for Saturday to get a 1 rep, but if Saturday or 2 days ago was any indication of how it's going to be terrible. So don't go back and watch that. I'm hoping this Saturday is going to be good, but I don't know. But I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, so you have days and weeks and times that you're not feeling so good. But what you do is you keep pushing through it. So my goal on Saturday will get to, I'd love to get 275 on snatch. Never done that. Then 325 on clean and jerk. But as my body's feeling right now, it's not gonna happen. Not trying to be pessimistic, just being, I guess, realistic. Just, body's been feeling a little off. Maybe it's a cold or something, I don't know. But even when I'm sick, I still go in to the gym. So I do this warm up every day. This is my warm up for Olympic lifting. I've already done a bunch of pull-ups, push-ups, air squats, GHD sit-ups. I've already done all those. So this is just getting body ready for Olympic. Okay. Man, I'd love to be able to tell you, yes, today's gonna be amazing. I feel like $1 million, but no, I feel like a complaining old man. Everything hurts, but just keep doing it. I think a big reason why I talk about why certain things ache, or why I realize certain things do certain things, like why my body's not responding the way it wants to and things like that, it's because I've had to learn all this stuff over the 10 years. I'm like, why in the world is my body acting like this? And then I had to figure out why. Because you want it to be on 100%, tip-top shape every time, but sometimes your body just doesn't react well. So you have to learn what caused it so you can change. And that's what, whoop, well, that was weird. Never done that before, I'm all stiff. So, yep, but everything I'm sharing now is just things that I've learned. So every day is leg day. Every day snatch. Every day clean and jerk. Strict press. So when you're going to 85% of all those lifts every single day for multiple reps, 5 days a week, eventually your body starts to not be happy. And so let me droop this down just a little bit. Is that okay? Is that a little better? I don't know. So I'm realizing how I'll have a really good day. Like I'll have one really good day. I'd say it was like a week and a half ago. I was doing clean and jerk, bunch like four reps, all the way up, and I was supposed to do 4 reps at 280 clean and jerk. But I got to, was it 270? And it felt really good. So I did 4 there. Got to 280. I hit it one time, and I was like, my goodness, that was like relatively easy. Like that felt really good. 280 did. And so I was supposed to do 4 reps at 280. Then I went up to 285, clean and jerk, right afterwards, like not even resting. So like my next rep was 285. I said, that felt good. Let me go to 290. That felt good, went 295, and then 300. So that was a week and a half ago, I think. But that was a week and a half ago. Then the next day, my body starts telling me, what are you doing? You've been working 16 weeks straight, pushing your body like this. You need to taper off. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. My body says, well, I'm going to make you. So you're not going to be able to lift as hard as much as you want. So, yeah, we'll see. But I was doing the same programming, hard programming, every day, 5 days a week. And I usually do it for 8 weeks and then take a break for 8 weeks on different programming. But I did a 4 series in a row. And doing 4 series in a row, that's what, 16 weeks? No, shoot, 32 weeks. I'm doing my math wrong. 8-week series, the program, times 4, 32, yeah. 32 weeks straight, just kept doing it. It might have been less than that. It might have been like 26 weeks straight. Something like that, then took a deload week. So anyways, I did not go to a lighter programming, normal programming, so it's just not as fun, so I don't want to do it. So this is the snatch, my favorite lift ever to do. So I'm just getting, this is just a warm up. So with Saturday being the max day, like a competition day, it's lighter load. All right. Well, if any of you guys tune in on my lives, I appreciate it. It's more for me, actually. I mean, I appreciate you guys tuning in, but I find that I love being able to go back and see how good or terrible I did on the week or that day. So, all right, so I'm supposed to do 6 sets by 2. That's 75%. What's 75% of 2? Let me get a calculator out. Yeah, what is 75% of 275? 0.75. Just 205. Okay. So I got to get to there and then do doubles. Just 2 reps. So, whoa. Hopefully this is going to help my body to be 100% on Saturday. Normally I'd get to 225, then 235, then do a 245 on a normal day and love it. But I couldn't even do 245 on Saturday. So there's something up. Oh well. That's what we just continue lifting. In fact, I think that's probably what makes me want to come back so much is I'm competing against my old self. Like, I do the same programming and I can see what I did the last time. And I'm like, my goodness, I could not even hit what I hit last time. I should get better. And so it makes me harder, push harder. All right, so I'm just gonna go up to 205 and then do doubles. I talk too much, especially when it's not that tense. I've got to put a 5 on this side. Why in the world does the right side feel so heavy? That's weird. So this is really week, your max day on Saturday, you're not going to gain much strength. In fact, it's more detrimental if you overwork it. What we want is our body all week to not lose the intensity, keep it up there, but at the same time, not doing a detriment to your central nervous system. It's not. This is something I had no idea. I always thought, oh, my strength is gone, or my muscles are weaker. I can't lift that today. My muscles are getting smaller. No, it's not that. It's a while, weeks if not months, for your muscles to go away. It's your central nervous system allowing your morning. Your central nervous system allowing, pushing your muscles and body to do what it's supposed to do, the max capacity. So if you're going full speed week after week, 5 days a week, highest intensity, highest speed, highest everything, week after week, 20 plus weeks, your body eventually says, all right, enough. That's where I kind of feel like I am. But I had to learn this. All right, so it's 185. We're gonna do some doubles, and I'm gonna save my hands. I don't want them to tear, because on Saturday I'm gonna do my best to not use wrist straps. And when my hands are torn, it's really irritating, and there's a shot of pain going to your brain when you're lifting. Right as you take off. So I'm just doing doubles up to 205. Then I do a bunch of doubles at 205. But I'm not necessarily resting much. Like, it's not my, endurance, cardiovascular or something that I'm trying to save. It's my central nervous system. Trying not to get too high of a weight, but still keeping it, knowing that it's going to be working hard on Saturday. Gotta be honest, that feels so much heavier than it should. I am not I'm not optimistic about Saturday in a realistic way. Oh well. I might surprise myself and pull one out of the hat. I'm gonna do some doubles here, and I'll put clamps on now because if I can find them, because we're gonna stay at 205 for a little bit. And I'll probably only rest maybe a minute in between ones, because I don't need to conserve the, I don't know, cardiovascular. I'm not trying to get to a heavy weight. It's only 75% of my one rep. Have you guys ever noticed, if you guys create a playlist on any platform for music, you have the playlist, you listen to it over and over again, and then you're like, okay, I've listened to that a lot of times. I love the songs, but the order, I can anticipate the next song. So I'm gonna hit the shuffle. Well, I do that because I have the same playlist of like 50, 60 songs. So then I hit shuffle. Here's what's funny. I believe every platform spends money on every song. And they don't want to play the expensive songs, so they want to play the inexpensive songs that cost them to play it. And so it plays all the songs that are like, I don't know, mediocre songs, like as far as sales-wise. But like the really popular ones, it doesn't play. Isn't that funny? I just noticed that, and it's been every, like Amazon to YouTube to Apple, whatever. Every single one does that. It's like, how do I hear the same songs? There's like 60 songs. The first 10 are always the same ones in different orders. All right, whatever. Okay, 205, double. That wasn't great. It was okay. Could be better, but that's why I'm trying to get my body ready for Saturday. It's Monday, so Wednesday is going to be the only other really heavy day, if you can call it heavy. See? Oh my goodness. This is the time that I'm like thinking, why did I go live? If you go back and listen, like watch the, I don't know, first dozen, 2 dozen lives, I was a lot more energy. But now at the end of my series, I'm probably going to do 2 weeks of maxing. So this week, Saturday's going to be a max. So I'm taking it light on these days, or this week, so I can max on Saturday. Then I'll probably do it one more time. Max the following Saturday. Excuse me. Because it's so irritating. Like 205 with straps. This is nothing. Oh well. Oh. I'll still go live even though I look like an idiot. Okay, good body, you can do it. Good pull, good head through, good catch. That was okay. Butt was a little far back. What I mean is had to use this and that instead of getting my hips underneath me. I need to get my hips underneath me. The other way, you could hurt yourself. And I know it's hard to, sorry, I hate seeing hair everywhere. It's hard to see from the angle that you're at, but I just know it. Okay, here we go. Big pull, good catch. Get those hips under you. See, I rocked back because I over-pulled. Hopefully I'll get out of this funk. But 205 is really not much. All right, just keep going. No reason to rest. I took a breath. Ready to do double again. Let's just do it. You're rested enough, body. I thought the bar was going to bounce the other way. Is this the third set, I think? We'll keep going. Big pull. Good contact. Morning. A guy, older gentleman, super nice. Every time he goes, I say, how are you? No, either he says how you doing or I say how you doing, and I always respond, I'm blessed, and he always responds, all giggles. Yeah, super nice guy. He talks to everybody though. He's definitely knows everybody here. I don't know how old he is. He's probably 60 something. Still working out. I hope to be like that. I mean, I hope to be Olympic lifting, but hope to stay active. All right, here we go. 205. Double. I'm on body. We'll do a power. That was a little better. We got good contact. Contact on the hips gets that bar higher. So I got into the gym a little bit earlier today. Went live a little bit earlier because I have businesses that I run. Usually in the morning I'm doing work on the business, but today I didn't have much, so it was nice. I said Monday's usually packed up. Do you see how terrible that place is? Oh, come on. But I have a conference coming up in 2 weeks that I put on called Income Building Live. Hundreds of real estate investors coming, coaching them how to invest. You know what's funny, it's amazing. I've had people come to my event, learn how to invest, and then one lady, in a year and a half, she's bought 8 units, 8 properties, and I'm having her speak on the stage because she's done such an amazing job. It's like, you gotta share, like a year and a half? Came to my event in 2024, and then now you have 8 properties? Oh, it's so amazing. Just a year and a half, so you gotta share your story. All right, let's do it. 205. Let's hit it. Big pull, good contact. Here we go. So anyways, Income Building Live, most of it's done. It's only 2 weeks away, so most of it's done. So I'm able just to lift. A little better. Could probably do a full, just for fun. Is that the 5th set, I think? You can tell I'm not great at math. Or I'm not good at remembering numbers is what it is. Numbers evade me. They almost flutter away in my brain. I'll get a number in my head and all of a sudden it'll be gone. It'd fly away like a butterfly. Let's do a full. Oh, see, come on. Try that forward. It's only 205. Yes, this is how it felt on Saturday. Well, now, was that 5th set or 6th? I think it's 5th or 6th, but I'm gonna stop there. Next up, clean and jerk doubles, lower weight. Goal is not to really tax your body. Like I said earlier, you can't gain strength during this week. Like I would not try to focus on gaining strength on these, the week that you are getting your max or you're having a competition. I would just focus on getting your central nervous system settled down, keeping it moving still that enough where it's not gonna be shocked if you sit around for the entire week on the couch, then expect on Saturday to do well. More than likely you'll be mistaken. You just gotta keep the body moving, but get it ready to lift. Okay, so this is just, what am I supposed to get to? I think it's 75% of 325 for clean and jerk. Come on. I am not doing what I want. 245. Well, let's hope I can even do that. All right, here we go. This is only 185. We're just gonna get the body moving. I'm not necessarily killing myself over the technique because I know technique is going to be bad. So right now I'm just focusing on not hurting myself. So 245 I'm supposed to get to. And so when I say not hurting myself, recently, because it's so cold, open up my hands for the catch on the clean and jerk, have torn like the finger, the skin between the fingers, not between, sorry, the knuckles, like right there, it's torn. And when you have that, it's like a shot of pain going into your brain as you're lifting, which is not fun. And so it kind of throws you off. So I don't want to cause something like that. So, because I know on the day of, it'll probably do the same thing and tear. Excuse me. I'll probably tear in that same spot. But on the day of, you got so much adrenaline. Or, when you're actually lifting, that day you're lifting. At least I got plenty of adrenaline. My body hasn't registered that much pain yet. So what I do is I'll try to save the pain until that day. Push through it and then heal afterwards. All right. 185 up to 225. We're just gonna do clean and jerks all the way up, or to 245, and do some doubles. And then squats, we're gonna do some squats. I think it's 75% by 2 or 3, I think. Can't remember. I don't know if you guys were on the call or on the live when I was mentioning how when you hit shuffle on your playlist, it plays all the bad songs first, or the ones that they don't make money on. That they don't lose money. The ones that aren't as popular, that they pay less money for. Those ones get played first. Now I'm just playing it straight through, and now I get to listen to the more expensive songs. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Okay, here we go. 225. I don't know why it bounced on the jerk, or kind of like the little, I don't know, dip, then a dip. It's not supposed to do that, just, I guess I want a little more bounce. 225. Oh, it's crazy, it's irritating. And it could, oh, this is probably what's causing my achiness. So I'm just doing doubles. What's causing my achiness in my shoulders. I've been doing this to get my front rack open, and that really doesn't feel good on you're trying to stretch out your ligaments. Kind of like if you're going to do the splits. Never done the splits before, and you got to get your ligaments loosened up. This is for the front rack and the catch. So been doing that. Maybe it's a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe I should stop doing that. All right, so we're at 225. Let's go up to 245. 245, we'll stick here, and I'll just do power cleans. Like I was saying, my goal is not to increase strength. My goal is to keep the capacity for the heavier weights, but not tax my central nervous system so that it wants to shut down. It's already shutting down. I'm already feeling like garbage. But do you stop going to the gym? Nope. In fact, you'll have more days like this. You start lifting heavier, but it's days like this that actually make you stronger. It's not just physically stronger, mentally stronger. You make yourself get through things that are tough. Of course, it'd be so much easier just go to sit on the couch, go back to sleep, whatever it might be. So much easier to do that. But easy does not make progress. Easy actually makes everything worse. All right, 245. Doubles. Do, I don't know, I think it's 4 to 6 doubles or something like that here. Let's see how I feel. 245. See, my form was terrible. I don't have a good front rack catch. It's actually very pathetic. Been trying to fix it, but nothing yet. I'm just trying not to tear my hands right now. 245. Well, that was pathetic. That was terrible. Like my body's not even wanting to respond. All right, I'm gonna have to do a full. Like I can't even bend in this position. Whew, I gotta stop talking. I just talk about all the pains, like a little girl. So much fun. I'm just going to talk about how much fun I love Olympic lifting. because the more I talk about how I'm feeling off, you might not be encouraged to go to the gym. I gotta get another towel. So I got a few more sets here at 245s, and I'm sweating a ton, so I'm gonna go grab a towel. Wow, that's so pathetic. But hopefully getting this out of my system come Saturday. At least that's what I'm hoping. We shall see. All right, coming back. All right, 245, still doing 245s. And praise the Lord, I didn't tear my fingers on that full. And I've explained it many times before, but when I do a full, my catch opens up and I'm able to get fast elbows. I mean, it's a good thing. I'd much rather be better at catching when I'm doing a full than not. 245. This is the best lift ever. That was okay. Thank you. I wasn't meaning that lift itself, but I love this lift. It's my favorite movement. Clean and jerk. Kind of going lackadaisical on the jerk because it's not that heavy for my jerk, so I don't know, get lazy, I guess. But both cleans felt okay. Catching didn't tear my hand, so let's keep it up. Try not to rest that much. All right, let's do it again. Whoop. And if you're just tuning in, the reason why I'm not going up in weight, Saturday's a max day. Saturday's max, and today we're getting the body primed and ready for the max day. As best as you can. 245. 245 double. All right, body. I'm gonna make you do it. You do what I tell you to do, body. Even though 245 should be lighter than it is, or feel lighter than it is, it wasn't bad. Pretty happy with that technique. That's good. Like it to feel lighter, but take what I can get. That was one of the better lifts. Okay, I'm happy now. Getting better. Whew. All right, that was a double. What is that, number 3? Is that set 3 or 4 or 2? I don't remember. We'll do some more. Let me catch my breath for a second. All right, I'm not completely ready to hit it, but no rest for the weary. Keep pushing. 245 double. Barely had a re-rack. All right. Again, 245. Okay, we're pushing through it. I had to comment how many sets is that? Is that 3 or 4? I don't remember. Feels like that was 3, maybe 4. I don't know. Yeah, the towel is all messed up. So let's keep it. Teach you, body, to screw with my lifting. You do what it's 245. Double. That felt pretty good. Catch was pretty. Got good contact on the hips. Fast feet, kind of. So, let's do it again. $245. Okay, that's pretty good. Happy with that. Hopefully my body's gonna be ready on Saturday. Got a week though. Okay, so you might be asking the question, well, Dustin, when you're doing a clean, you get your hands in position. I had to learn this later on. Get your hand in position, then you stand up, then you get ready, then just before you lift, you do that. Why do you roll your hands down right before you lift? Well, I'm glad you asked. The reason why, physics maybe? I don't know. So imagine, let me turn the bar like this. That was my last set, so I have a second to breathe. But imagine you're pulling on a bar with just your fingertips like that. Maybe turn it like this. If you're pulling your fingertips like that, are you gonna be that strong? I mean, these muscles right here are not that strong, right there. So that's not gonna get much. Then you wrap it around just a little bit more. That's better. I can almost pick it up. Then, if I wrap it around a little bit more, I can pick it up. So, keep that thinking all the way down. If the bar is right here, it's not gonna be good. If it's right here, it's better. If it's right here, it's even better. You have your whole palm grabbing it. So, I get set, and then right as I'm about to lift, I do that as the starting position, and then also hook grip. But I don't know, I just wanted to share that because I had that on my mind just now to share. But for the longest time, I never did that. And then I was watching somebody else lift, I don't know, some coach or something, and he was explaining why you point your knuckles down to the ground. It's because you get better strength. Okay, now it's back squat time. Favorite lift ever, back squat. What am I supposed to do for back squat? Let me check. Well, even though my body's feeling like 50%, could have been worse. That was actually not bad. Okay, phone, should start working. We got 3x2, 3 sets by 2 reps. It's 75%. So if I gotta get the calculator out again. Where is my calculator? All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm thinking 425 is my 1 rep. So we'll just do 315. 3 sets by 2 reps. 315. But even though obviously I've done a lot of legs, we're still going to warm up the legs. Still got to warm up the legs, even though my legs are already warm. Not the squat position, not necessarily. So here we go. I'm sweating up a storm. I mean, it's a little cloudy today, so it's overcast, so it's more humid. I am sweating up a storm. Does that make sense on the grip? Why you want to point your nail knuckles down? Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully I explained it right. Okay, I personally don't like facing the mirror, but I don't like backing up. Or I don't like facing the mirror, but I like less backing up to the rack and putting the bar away. So this is the lesser of 2 evils. All right, so I like to sit in the bottom of the squat, just getting my hips open. You guys probably can't see it, but it feels like this is normal, but it feels like I should be like that. I can't tell. I'm gonna watch the live afterwards. So I can see if, I don't know, in the mirror, it looks like my hips are off. I don't know if they actually are, it just kind of looks like it is. But it's only 3 by 2 at 315. If you remember, it's not, we're not trying to get stronger during the max week or competition week. We're just trying to maintain our strength, capacity to lift, and not degrade it. Your central nervous system. Man, I'm sweating up a storm. Well, I'm pretty happy with those clean and jerk catches. That clean catch. Pretty happy with that. All right. 225. We're gonna do a couple here as well. 3 by 2, which is just to keep your muscles moving. I mean, it's only 315 next, so I'll go up to 315. Shouldn't have too much of an issue here. At least I'm praying I won't. But as you can see, today's programming is a little different. You know what's interesting? I don't like AI at all. In fact, I think AI is gonna be the downfall of the next generation. They're gonna say, oh, AI told me that, so it has to be true. But I said, hey, AI, I need a programming for tournament competition or competition prep. Excuse me. Oh, that was probably loud, I apologize. I need programming for prep maxing on Saturday. Can you give me a program? Reason why I paused. Remember how I told you I didn't want to tear my hands doing the lifting? I don't know if you can see that, but apparently tore something right there. Yes, I should probably put tallow on my hands or something because they get dried out apparently in the winter. I mean, it's just part of lifting. All right, I can't remember what I was talking about before that, so I'll just go lift. So I got to do double here. My kids ask me, why do you kick your leg back? Like, I don't know. I just do it. I've been doing it for a long time, and it's just part of my movement. I can't remember what I was talking about before I saw my hand tore. But good thing, towards the end, like, let me see if I got any blood on the bar. Nope. So it's in a spot that's, yeah, so tearing my hands are just part of lifting. And it's just winter time. Summertime does no issues whatsoever. All right, it's 3x2, which I'm not even tired. So let's go ahead and hit it. No point in resting. 315, double. Here we go. Okay, one more of these. But yeah, so feeling good. Feeling good. I watched Trading Places with the boys. I think one of the girls was watching too. Movie Trading Places with Bill Murray. No, not Bill Murray. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. A classic. We watched on YouTube, which was free YouTube right now, and they cut out all the pointless, topless women everywhere, which my kids don't need to see that garbage. But anyways, one of the lines in the movie is, one of the characters says, "Looking good, Billy Ray." The other character, Billy Ray, replies back, "Feeling good, Lewis." So, might not look good, but at least I'm feeling good. All right, so we got a couple more. Let's do it. Come on, new song. Here we go. 315 double. And hopefully Saturday is going to be a good max day. But as far as like weight capacity and everything, this is like half of what I would normally do. So hopefully body can recover. 315 double. I was meaning half of like the total day, not this weight. I can't do 630 pounds. So yep, today is a much lighter day, lighter weight, lower reps kind of, but today in general, much needed resting type of day, because Saturday's a max day. Like if I were a competition, this is where I'd be for the competition, and this is what I would do. Well, I'll take this back. I've never competed before, so I don't know. This is just what other people who have competed. I was talking about AI before this. That's what it was. I told AI I'd give me good programming for Olympic lifting competition week, and it was basically the same programming that my coach did for me like 15 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. I was like, hey, perfect. And it's worked for me before. I got good lifts after that. But today was a lower intensity, lower weight, but keep up body moving because Saturday is max day, competition day. So I'm pumped. I can't wait for Saturday. Hopefully, Lord willing, Saturday is going to be a better day, and we're going to do well. So appreciate you guys jumping on. This is it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, I got to turn off YouTube. Forgot that was Instagram. YouTube.